Yo, peace and harmony, family. It's your one and only, your guide, your host, Divine Frost, here, and we back with another episode of Facts Over Feelings. Hey, let's get it. So basically, this episode, I'm going to go over numerous of herbs that will benefit you in numerous ways. Um, it's over 10, but before I get into that, I want to start with Grand Rising. I want to start with Grand Rising versus Good Morning. And I want to let people know why um some choose to switch to Grand Rising versus Good Morning. So Good Morning originated originally, was used during slavery when a slave was killed or, unalive, and the other slaves would be in deep grief or mourning for, for the slaves that died. And the slave master would come and he would say to them, like, as a mockery, like, good morning. And then he would make, excuse me, and then he would make them say it back. So, so that right there, just that's a little background to why you shouldn't say good morning. And just because it's not spelled the same, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have the same meaning. Um, Life and death is power in the tongue. So even like with affirmations, when you're speaking, you're supposed to speak positively about yourself, right? So, and then you're not supposed to speak negatively about yourself. So that just lets you know words have power. So you're not these I'm not saying that you're not supposed to say that, or like, you'll cursed or some shit. It's just knowledge is power, and knowledge over the words. You don't know. Maybe switching your words up makes you have a better day. Grand rising, rich rising, things like supreme rising, things like that versus good morning. Because like I said, it comes from slavery. So, you know, hey, and then some people out there, think that, or have believed that it's your intentions, which, that, hey, it's called spelling for a reason. The English language is a curse itself, the language. So, hey, but anyway, um, so that was just a little background on if you ever see or hear people saying Grand Rising, why they say that and why they don't say good morning. It's so just simple things like that. It's the same way with the N word, you know, why people don't say the ER versus people still say the A. It's basically the same thing. So yeah, to each his own. Grand Rising, good morning, whatever you want to say. I personally say Grand Rising, Supreme Rising, Rich Rising. But hey, like I said, so next off, before I get into the herbs, because it's helly information, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm digging in there. I don't even think most people know about majority of these things I'm about to talk about. So that's one good thing. But like I said, before I get into that, I want to talk about the 4 levels of healing. The 4 levels of healing. And we already know, we're going to start with number 1. We already know what it is: sunlight. You need sunlight. You need sunlight, sunlight, sunlight for your vitamin D. It also converts your cholesterol into vitamin D, and there isn't one biological function in your body that doesn't require sunlight. So every part of your body, your biological function, requires sunlight. So we gotta get sunlight. We gotta get sunlight. Next is hydration. Hydrate. You really, you really, really, really should make sure you're drinking. Um, I believe it's 50 ounces of water a day. Or more importantly, you can eat your water, which really that's what we're supposed to do. That's fruit juice. You know, you're supposed to eat your water via fruit. That's H3O2, and that's more structured water. And basically, it's it is you can survive off of juices. So you know, either one is fine. Most people, you know, don't really get into the juicing, fruit and whatnot. So spring water is fine. Either one, spring water, fruit, H3O, eat your water, either one is fine. Um, Not alkaline water or purified water. Alkaline water is enhanced with minerals, so it's not real alkaline water. Real alkaline water is spring water, you know. So yeah, what was that? Two, hydrate. Three is air. You have to know how to breathe. Most of us, what was it? 98% of the black community do not know how to breathe correctly. And that's in through the nose, out through the mouth. And that's the most of us, you know, most of us breathe through the mouth. That's called a mouth mouth breather. And actually, that's really, 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 really bad. You can take up to 10 years off of your life by being a mouth breather. Also, just by breathing properly, you can detox the body. That breathing properly detoxes the body. So, the mouth breather, mouth breathing also it messes up your bone structure. It brings bacteria through your mouth that you don't need, and then it just basically, yeah, you shouldn't be a mouth breather actually. And then when you're sleeping, that's when you really should focus on breathing correctly. When you're sleeping, when you're about to go to sleep, that's the perfect time to practice breathing correctly. You don't have to go and like try to meditate or nothing or anything. Just practice in through the nose, out through the mouth. Your stomach should expand when you breathe in your stomach and then blow out, just like that. Um, like I said, it can take up to 10 years off of your life by being a mouth breather. Don't want to be a mouth breather. Breathe correctly. Learn how to breathe correctly. Knowledge is power. Last is earth. You want to eat from nature. Eat from nature. Eat greens. Eat colorful fruits, and foods, and things like that. You know, from nature, nuts, seeds, things that grow from nature that's intended for us to eat, and not processed food that creates excessive amount of mucus, which creates diseases in the body. And also, going with the earth, you want to ground. So, you know, get somewhere where it's some clean, you know, clean ground, at clean grass, you know, not no dogs taking shits and stuff. You know, make sure you ain't stepping in no, you know, dookie. And you know what I'm saying? Get out there and ground, do some yoga, do some stretches, like get out there. You know what I'm saying? Under the sun. You can two at once. You could be grounded and getting your sunlight all at once. You know what I'm saying? And hydrate and get you some juice. You can do all four at one time. It's not even that hard. It's not that hard. But you know what I'm saying? So y'all ready to get into these herbs? Y'all ready to get into these herbs? Yeah, is y'all ready to get into these herbs, family? Because I got heli herbs for you. I'm telling you. All right, y'all. First is Mulan leaf. Now, Mulan leaf is a biennial plant that can grow to over 2 meters tall, and it's native to Europe, Northern Africa, and Asia, and has been introduced to the Americas and Australia. Another name for it is Great Mulan, and it's a fuzzy, hairy plant with light green leaves that are covered in fine hairs, as you can see. Um, the leaves can grow to be over a foot long, and the flowers grow in terminal spikes. And the benefits of this plant is it strengthens the lungs, it's great for wound healing, it's great for detoxing the lungs, it removes mucus, toxins, tar, and phlegm from the body. You know what I'm saying? It's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and also relieves pain like coughing pains, earaches, migraines. It opens up air wounds and it helps with asthma, diarrhea, sore throat, joint pain, bronchitis, and tuberculosis. Yeah, I'm saying get you some Mulan leaf. And as you can see, it comes in tablets. You can get it in or you can get it in like powder form as well. So Mulan leaf. Next up is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment found in plants that play a crucial role in photosynthesis. You know what I'm saying? It's also often used as a dietary supplement due to its various health benefits, such as digestive health, detoxification support. Um, it supports in skin health, wound healing, blood health, weight management, energy booster. It has anti-cancer properties. It improves the blood quality. It promotes better oxygen transportation throughout the body. Chlorophyll is also a natural deodorant and it helps neutralize odors. It reduces cravings, increases energy levels, and reduces feelings of fatigue. It's rich in antioxidants, which helps protect cells from oxidative stress and damage caused by free radicals. Now, you probably like, what the hell is oxidative stress and what is free radicals? Well, family, oxidative stress occurs when an oxygen molecule splits into a single atom with unpaired electrons, which are called free radicals. Electrons, they like to be in pairs. So these atoms called free radicals, they scavenge through the body to find basically electrons that are single, and then they become a pair. And this causes damage to cells and our DNA. So free radicals are associated with diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and many others. Things that generate free radicals can be found in the food we eat, the medicine, the air we breathe, foods like fried foods, of course, alcohol, things like tobacco, pesticides, air pollutants, um, things like that. Those create free radicals. And of course, fried foods as in processed food. Um, Chlorophyll also binds with certain toxins, helping remove them from the body. And it helps cure digestive issues like constipation and bloating. And it also helps with acne, promotes tissue growth, and reduces inflammation in the healing process. And you can take chlorophyll via liquid form or leafy greens like kale, parsley, or it also comes in tablets as well as powder. Next is lion's mane. Lion's mane is a medicinal mushroom that has a unique appearance, as you can see, but it also has a lot of health benefits, such as supporting the growth and maintaining of neurons and improving memory and focus and overall cognitive functions. It improves your mood by alleviating symptoms of anxiety and depression. It enhances your immune system, helping the body defend against infections and diseases. It's anti-inflammatory. It promotes the growth of beneficial gut bacteria and promotes and protects against ulcers. It helps improve heart health by reducing cholesterol levels and improving circulation and helps regulate the blood, regulate your blood sugar levels and improving insulin sensitivity. So get you some lion's mane, as you can see as well, comes in tablets. That right here, this is what the mushroom looks like that you probably could buy from the store. Not probably, but that you can buy from the store. This is what it looks like when it's grown out in the wild. Next will be ashwagandha. And this is a shrub that grows in India and parts of Africa and is known for its stress relieving properties. It helps improve focus, reduce anxiety, enhance stamina, and supports overall mental health. Also, it boosts testosterone levels and improves fertility in men, and it calms the brain, reducing swelling. It lower blood pressure. It lower blood pressure. Keep adding s's to my words. It helps resist circadian rhythm, reset your circadian rhythm, which overall, over time, it'll help rejuvenate the body because you're getting proper rest. So if you're not familiar with the circadian rhythm, that's basically the that's basically your sleep pattern. So if you struggle sleeping or you have a bad sleep pattern, your circadian rhythm is probably off. So ashwagandha will help with that. Next up is moringa. Moringa is a fast growing drought resistant tree, aka another beneficial plant. And it's rich in vitamins A, C, and E, and it's also rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, and its antioxidants. It helps reduce inflammation. It supports brain health. It lowers blood sugar, and it's packed with iron and amino acids, which helps build muscle and heal the body. It is an important food source in parts of the world and can be grown cheaply and easily. Oh yeah, it helps protect cells from damage, and it protects against disorders that affect the nervous system, like MS, multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's, neuropathic pain, and depression. So get you some moringa, people. Next up is one of my favorites, spirulina. You know what I'm saying? Get you some spirulina. Spirulina is a blue-green algae, as you can see. It's a complete protein source and it's rich in vitamins E, C, B1, B2, B3, and B6. It's packed with iron and antioxidant. Spirulina supports the immune system. It boosts energy. It aids in detoxifications like heavy metals and helps lower cholesterol. It improves gut health and neutralizes free radicals. You know what free radicals do? You know what I'm saying? I just told you. It helps regulate blood pressure. It manages hypertension and it boosts the production of white blood cells and antibodies that fight viruses and bacteria in the body. It helps with allergies caused by pollen or animal hair or dust. It's high in amino acids, which is a precursor to serotonin, aka our neural transmitter that makes us feel happy, and melatonin, which helps us sleep. That has something to do with your circadian rhythm as well. Lastly, the blue green algae, it lowers risk of cancer, it alleviates sinus issues, supports weight loss, and it fights liver pain. So get you some spirulina. You know what I'm saying? Next up is turmeric. Turmeric. Turmeric is a plant in the ginger family. As you can see, looks like ginger. And it's native to Southeast Asia, primarily in India. It was used for disorders of the skin joints and digestive system. It contains curcumin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, and it helps improve brain functions. It helps with arthritis, the respiratory infections, allergies, liver disease, depression, and digestive disorders. So next up is Tangut Ali. Now, Tanga Ali is also a medicinal plant. It's native to Southeast Asia, mainly Malaysia and Indonesia, and it's often used for improving athletic performance by increasing muscle strength and reducing fatigue during exercise. It boosts libido and sexual desire in both men and women. It helps increase testosterone levels and improve energy levels, mood, and sexual functions. Tonga also helps the body manage stress and reduces anxiety levels and improves male fertility by increasing sperm count and motility, which is basically it'll help couples conceive. So it has a positive impact on bone health. It also combats oxidative stress and contributes to anti-aging effects on a cellular level. It supports cognitive functions and improves overall mental clarity and focus. Also boosts metabolism and promotes fat loss. So that's Tonga Ali. Next is chamomile. Chamomile is chamomile is known for its calming effects. It helps with sleep and digestive. Also, it reduces anxiety. I like me some chamomile tea from time to time. Next is maca root. Maca root is a plant related of the it's related to radish and it smells like butterscotch. Kind of look like it too, as you can see. Um, it as well has numerous benefits such as improves mood, fertility for men and women. It helps manage symptoms of menopause. It boosts energy. It increases sexual desire. It balances hormones. It boosts immune system, reduces stress, increases stamina. It improves memory and focus. It reduces erectile dysfunction and also fights free radicals. So get you some, get you some maca root, family. Get you some maca root. Next up is burdock root. Burdock root, otherwise known as great burdock. It is it's a Eurasian plant in the sunflower family. It's anti-inflammatory and it contains antioxidants that helps protect against free radicals. It helps with chronic disease like diabetes, high blood pressure, and arthritis. It helps control blood sugar levels. Also, burdock tea has magnesium, potassium, and vitamin C, which also reduces blood pressure levels, improves gut health, and aid in digestion. Um, Chinese medicine, they use this to treat ancient Chinese medicine used this to treat sore throat, colds, and even measles. They used to mix it with other herbs. So that was some of the unknown. That was some of the unknown little herbs, not little herbs, but you know what I mean, herbs that some of you may heard of, some of you may not. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to get a little pictures on there for y'all. I got a few couple more. I said a few couple more. Y'all hear that? Anyway, I got a few more. Basil. It's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. It reduces stress and improves digestion. Ginger. It's known for its nausea effect. It may also help reduce muscle pain, soreness, and supports digestive health. Peppermint, it can relieve digestive issues, reduce headaches, and improve concentration. Incensia, it's a boost the immune system. It may also reduce the duration of several of severity of colds. So it'll reduce the duration and severity of colds. Next is lavender. It's known for its calming properties, reduces anxiety, improves your sleep quality, excuse me. Next is garlic, boosts immune system, reduce blood pressure, and it has heart, it protects your heart. It's good for your heart. So those are just some herbs that you may, like I said, may or may not have heard of that can definitely help you. Um, yeah, just try some herbs, try new things. Try it in tea. Try, you can cook with them. Um, yeah, take them. Like I said, most of them come in tablet form. Most of them come in capsule form, powdered. Sprinkle it in your smoothie. I get spirulina and chlorophyll in my smoothies all the time. It's very beneficial. One thing I did want to go over, I do got some fun facts. I'm gonna get into one of them right now. The first, so actually, here we go. Cheese. Did y'all know that cheese is really sugar? Did you know that? Did you did you know that cheese is really sugar? Yes, cheese is sugar. Um, if you know, you heard that they say that we are lactose intolerant, and lactose is sugar. So actually, cheese is more dangerous than sugar because it has compounds in it called casomorphines. Yes, I, casomorphines. It has the same effect on the brain as morphine. That's why folks are addicted to cheese. That's why they want extra cheese. All that cheese drowning on it. We gotta stop. It's like morphine. Um, one more I want to get into before I get back into. I'm gonna let you know one chemical, one ingredient that's in a lot of foods that you should avoid. But before I get into that, I want to let you know something to just think about. So if you look at NASA, you know, NASA, the spaceship, yeah, NASA, outer space and all that. NASA is spelled NASA, right? All right. So when they're doing the countdown, they always start the countdown with T minus. T minus. That means to take out. T is the missing letter from NASA to make Satan. Mm. Let me say that one time. One more time. One more time. T in NASA, they always start their countdown with T minus. That means to take out. NASA is Satan without the T. They took out the T minus. Mm. Just like how they always, you know what I'm saying? Fake things, outer space pictures, moon landings. Mm. But anyway, all right, back to the program. Back to the program. Health is wealth. We back to the health. All right. That one chemical that you should definitely avoid is high fructose corn syrup. You should avoid this. You should avoid this. You should avoid this, family. Um, the reason why you should avoid this is because it's a heavily processed sweetener made from Roundup GMO cornstarch. and it contains more fructose than regular corn syrup. So now this high fructose corn syrup, it increases appetite, it promotes weight gain, it gives you heart disease, it gives type 2 diabetes, especially in children. It promotes cancer and dementia. These are the things that you can get from eating high fructose corn syrup. Um, any disease is reversible. So that being said, you can start now. Um, if you have a disease, if you have a sickness, you can start now. It's any disease is reversible. Our body is supposed to be our temple. So we have to watch what we eat. We have to take care of. We have to take care of it. We have to watch the the high processed foods, because that creates an excessive amount of mucus in the body, like I said, and that's when you become sick. The guides have to avoid all these fake foods, the processed sugars and the seed oils, and like I said, the fructose corn syrup, and especially all these food dyes like red 40 and yellow 5 and yellow 6 and blue 1. These artificial colors are made of petroleum and are known to be contained with carcinogen. These food dyes require warning labels. They should have warning labels, because in Europe, they got warning labels on them. They tell you, warning, you feel me, this is bad for your consumption. But here they don't tell us that. It's linked in Europe, it's linked to hyperactivity in children. So that's why they have warning labels on there. So they let them know in Europe that, hey, you probably shouldn't be giving your kids this. And they don't have commercials promoting this shit like America does. And most people like, oh, well, what can you eat? What can you eat? Oh, well, it's a lot of things you can eat. It's over 3,000 things other than processed foods and dairy products that you can eat. Fruits, veggies, berries, nuts, seeds, legumes, just to name a few. To get into what blue 1 is, that increases the risk of kidney tumors and it disrupts the immune system. So you should practice. First, it's good to practice intermittent fasting. So just try to cut down from eating 3 meals a day. Try to lessen that slowly. Like, you don't have to go do it tomorrow, but make it a conscious habit to do that. Um, you should really be eating 1, maybe 2 meals a day, because eating 3 meals a day is gluten. That's You're overstuffing yourself, and you're probably not going to the bathroom enough times as you need to. Um, get you some sea moss. Um, that has 92 of the 102 minerals the body needs. Get you some sea moss. That is very, very, very important. Next up, another fun fact. The darkness. I just want to get on the darkness real quick. It's not evil. Darkness. People always want to say things like, just because it's dark, it's evil, or yada yada yada. But guess what? Darkness is the breeding ground for creation. So a tree, it grows in darkness, the ground. A baby grows in darkness, the belly. When you sleep, you get rest, you heal the body. The body heals itself in darkness when you close your eyes. So darkness, blackness, it's not evil. It's actually where creation happens. So change your perspective of thinking that, just because things are dark or black, that means evil, because it doesn't. Um, Last thing, before we get out of here. I want to touch on this creator thing, this creator and this he figure. Um First off, creation cannot be a man because as we see, the woman, the female, is needed in all species. And that's where the creation comes from. So, and even back then, our ancestors, the first person we worship was a woman. It wasn't a man. Hathor, the Egyptian goddess, the depicted as a cow with the sun disk between her horns. That was the first person that we worship. The Jews adopted it and renamed it the golden calf. You feel me? So if you do know a little, you feel me, know something about the Jews and you hear the golden calf, that's the Egyptian goddess Hathor, a black woman. The Hindus call it the sacred cow, represents a black woman. Uh, if back in the day, it was a place called Dendera, and that was a place where basically you could see the worship of Hathor. She had over 3,500 faces of this goddess, like on the walls and columns and whatnot. Basically, if you know the what's it the four the stat you know the statue, the wall with the four faces on it and whatnot, with George Washington and I believe and three other people. They got that from us. Seeing big statues with faces on it, they got that from us. You know, that all that came from us. They came in there and they said, wow, like big old statues, just like the pharaohs, different statues of them when you go into different temples. The ones that's worshiping different pharaohs, it's huge statues. I spoke about it in another episode. I told you where Abraham Lincoln got that statue and the pose from and everything. I spoke about it. So yeah, there's just this creator. It's we gotta stop thinking Western, stop being westernized. That's what it really is, because that came from them. That's an egotistic way of thinking about everything. Man, he, and external pointing up. Oh, think like it's a trend nowadays. Like now, I look at it as a trend. It's a trend for people to do that. You don't really, you're not really messing with God. You're not, because you're eating shows it. You don't eat from nature. God put things on the earth, if that's what you want to call it. The creator, God, put things on the earth for you to eat. And most people, when they call the creator, or talk about this God, and they're saying he or him, that's a Christianized way of thinking. So if that's the way that you want to think, then that means this man-made book as well, that because the men is told one that told you that God was a man. This man-made book says what you are and not supposed to eat. So how can you claim to believe God and follow God, but then you don't follow the word, quote unquote, of God? So now you're living your life in a contradiction. So it's just little things like that just, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do better.
It's 11
And
o'clock.
that's one thing before I get out of here. That's one last thing I want to talk about. We in order for us to really do better, it starts with how we think and how we look at each other. So just because we're somewhat uniting or having a good time together, but if we're still eating the same bullshit, if we're still feeding each other the same misinformation, we're not going anywhere. I'm seeing I moved to North Carolina and I it's great. It's a lot of events. I love it. The people is great. But the only thing is every event is the same shit, the same fried foods, chicken, jerk chicken, um, burger and fries, like fried foods. It's never any vegan things. And if it is, it's not real vegan stuff. And really, I ain't even gonna flex. Most of it is the impossible shit. They don't be at most of the events anyway, but it's just the fact that we don't we we're not feeding ourselves the right things and we know what we should be eating. It's not like we don't know these things. When we have events, there should be fruits there. There should be vegetables. It's never vegetables. It's mac and cheese, dairy products, dairy and meat, the things that are literally keeping us from being our best self, dairy and meat products. Every event, we got to change that up. We got to stop eating the poison. That's why we are in the predicament that we're in, because we're literally doing it to ourselves now. They don't even have to do nothing no more. All we do is sit up and eat poison, eat processed food, eat bullshit. And then we wonder why, oh, we not getting this, we not doing this, the killing's not stopping, why the music's so bad. You can't even, you're not trying. We are not trying at all. We're not trying. Every time we had cookouts, it's always the same fried foods, greasy foods. Like, I'm like, damn, y'all don't get tired of that. Like, but then somebody did remind me, the chemicals in the food makes you addicted. So no, they're not tired of it. They don't even realize that they eating the same shit every day, eating the same stuff, same processed food. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize this, family. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We got to start learning how to plant our own foods. We have to start eating from nature. We have to stop being hooked on processed food. It's the chemicals, it's in the food. I tell people all the time, they clone Tyrone, they put it in the movies. It's in the food. It's in the food. It's in the music, the frequency. They can only do that because you're eating the low vibrational food. So now you're succumbing to anything low vibrational that they do. Also, you can't even think straight. So anytime they mention God, you right in line. Oh no, oh yeah, I believe in God. Yeah, God. Like you can't even think. You don't want to have any conversation about it. You don't want to go any deep about it. That's you like a bot. Basically, you a bot. We gotta wise up. We gotta wise up. But I'm gonna get up on out of here. Definitely go back. Go through them herbs again. Go grab some, go try some. It's many places you can get some. One of the places is Body of God, www.bodyofgod. That's a brand. You can go if you're in North Carolina and Raleigh and Durham area, Juiced. That's another place I get a lot of my herbs. Yeah, you can, it's a lot of places where you can get these herbs. Make sure you're not getting, ripped off, because some people do be trying to have fake stuff. But yeah, we ain't gonna worry about none of that. Get you some herbs to help with your life, family. And that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Peace, love, and I'm out.